Hello there everyone, it's Trestle242 and we're watching the glorious dawn over, well, the current Panda Zoo. And I'm thinking that since we need to add 3 more species to this zoo as a part of the mission, I'm thinking a little bit about what species it would be nice to add. And where we could possibly fit them in. I mean, this is where I have our crocodiles, and they don't seem to be particularly friendly species. They don't really... well, they don't really seem to desire friends. But here we have a lovely little green space, perfect to build a new habitat. And what I was thinking was that we could see, if we look at the animal trader, we could check out what species that exist. We have the Aldabra giant tortoises, the Bard's tapirs, some black wildebeests, some Chinese pangolins, some warthogs, some Formosan black bears. Formosan black bears do sound interesting. Let's first check what animals we do have. We have some Aldabra giant tortoises, we have some tapirs, we have pangolins, gharials, scorpions, pandas, a lot of pandas, giant tiger land snails, flamingos, Japanese macaques, poisonous frogs, okapi, red panda, sable antelope, only one of, and some saltwater crocodile and a western diamondback snake. Alright. Well, the Japanese macaques, they don't have a very clean habitat, which is a bit of a shame. Their water looks clean, but it's possible that there is animal poop ruining the view for everyone. They're running around, little macaques. I think they're pretty great. Oh no. The okapis are having low welfare. What's wrong with you, eh? Oh, they're feeling stressed, and they would like some more enrichment. Well, I guess we could give them some more enrichment. Let's see here. Do we have anything special for the okapi? If you don't know what an okapi is, it's the relative to the giraffe from Africa. Let's see here. Well, we've got a hanging barrel feed right near them, I suppose. That improved it immensely. And well, they got one of those rubbing pillars, I think. So I think they should be fine. And then there's something else going on. Well, it's again the habitat cleanliness. So I've called over a keeper who's going to come in there and clean it up for us. But let's find that empty little space again, where I would like to put some Bactrian camels. If you don't know what a Bactrian camel is, it is simply a regular camel that for some strange reason is called a Bactrian camel. Well, it's not a very strange reason, it's because they are from the region of Bactria, which is what a part of, I guess you could call it Central Asia, was called back in the day. So let's see if we can get ourselves a Bactrian camel, shall we? I would like one of those. No, that's a bit of a shame. I know that we don't have a Formosan black bear, and I would like one of those. We can have Pingjing with very short longevity, which isn't very good, or we could have King Shuhua. Shuhua seems like a good female. Let's adopt her, and let's adopt, which is the best? I think King. Let's adopt King. There we go. They're now waiting in the trade center, so let's build them a habitat. Well, before we do that, we should probably read in the Zoopedia what a Formosan black bear needs. Natural habitat, 950 square meters, and some climbing area, interesting. And I'm assuming they will be alright with the temperature. And they only live in Taiwan, and they like temperate and tropical. Well then, let's just build a habitat. I will pause the game whilst I build. Hang on, I didn't check how strong the barriers need to be. Grade 4 climb proof. Okay, which is grade 4? Grade 6 is concrete, I don't like the way it looks. Grade 3 is wooden logs. Steel mesh is grade 4, but it's climbable. Can I add climb proof? Yes, I can. But it wouldn't look very good. I think gabion. Or maybe the steel mesh. I'm not sure what would look the best, actually. It would need it to be strong enough that they don't escape. I think maybe some of this is good. And then making it climb proof, well, that will I just have to wait until I built the enclosure. It might not be the most beautiful enclosure, but it will have to do. I'm doing this for the good of the bears. Now hopefully this... Oh, that's a bit of a... Well... Looks half decent enough, wouldn't you say? Let's select all of it. And make it a bit higher, something like that. And then we shall add some one-way windows. And we shall make it climb proof on the... Is the right side the correct side? I can't quite tell. Let's make it on both sides just to be sure. This should be enough. I think if I need to make it a habitat, and by doing that I should put in a glass, well, not a glass door, a nice little habitat gate over here perhaps, and then I should need to do some pathing. A nice little staff path, like, it's a bit ugly but it will have to do, like so. And now I can select the entire habitat and see how large it is. 984, well that should do quite well. Now I need to see if there's anything in the enrichment that's suited for the Formosan black bear. We haven't got one of those, so... Well, rather a lot apparently. They like climbing, which is good. And I could try placing this little natural shelter that I've got from the Steam workshop, although I'm not entirely sure how well it would work. Herbal scent marker, ooh, wind chimes, lovely. Perhaps I should build a little pagoda or something like over here, where people can't really see them. And I really like the one-way window glass thing. It makes it very... It would be under construction, I think. Perhaps blueprints, if there is any such a thing. It is rather a lot. Let's see if there is something such as an East Asian shelter. I'm not entirely sure, no. Village house workshop. Blah blah blah. No. No. Yes, this little shelter will have to do. It's not the most beautiful, but hopefully it will be enough for our bear so that they can get out of the rain. It's sitting a bit weird though. I think I should have to sink it down a bit and then perhaps rotate it. Not like that. Come on. Oh well, it will have to do. It's sitting in a bit of a hilly area, but at least it looks better now. And we also need some stuff for them to climb, I guess. And let's pop down some of the, well, the usual suspects. We need a food tray. I like to put the food and water around here where the guest can see them. And a nice water pipe for them to drink. And I don't think we need any heating or cooling. But we might need some, I think, a rather large bedding put inside their little shelter thing. Yeah, it looks rather bizarre now. It's sort of hidden in the grass. But, you know, it will have to do, really. I don't know what else to do about it. Sorry, as you can see, I'm not very good at building. They're sort of very creative and, you know, visually beautiful. How about a block of frozen fruit? Would you like some of that from somewhere? Would you like a bobbin to play with? A box. And we need to do some sort of climbing nonsense. So... what happened there? Oh, can I not put it... if I just do a sort of... shift thing, could I put it... well, I could do something like that. And then a little ramp for them to get up there, hopefully. Something like that. Yes, that looks halfway decent, I guess. And then a little platform. And perhaps another platform. Oh, this is a really small one. But I don't really want to use that. Maybe something a bit bigger. I'm not really used to playing around with these kinds of things. I mean... well, they have a little bit of area they can climb on, I guess. It's not perfect, but... I think it will have to do. If I just do something like this... oh, come on, I don't want it to... I wanted to sort of stick to... comes up a bit, in a way I don't really like, but... perhaps something like that. A fire hose ball. Some herbal scent marking things. And now let's look at some plants. So biome, it was temperate and tropical, I think, from Asia. Oh, this tree is apparently climbable, which is good. We can have one big tree in the middle of it. And is it climbable? No, doesn't say. Water lilies, custard apple trees. Maybe one over there. Maybe an elm tree as well. I don't know if Formosan black bears like. Himalayan birch tree. It's also climbable, so I guess that's rather good. Let's check all the climbables we have. We have this elm tree, which is another big one. I guess we could put it over there to give them a sort of lush little foresty area. There we go, now they have some climbing space apparently. And some shelter. They should be alright. At least I hope so. So let's go to animal trading. And we need to get them into quarantine. I guess we can turn the game back on. We need to move them to where is quarantine. There is quarantine. To quarantine. And I would like to move you as well to quarantine. Ooh, it's really a dark and dreary day in our zoo, isn't it? And I think we'd better name this the Formosan bear habitat or something instead of habitat 65, because that's very boring. Formosan bears. There we go. I guess we could pop down a keeper hut around here to run them back. One of our great flamingos is about to mature. The Japanese macaque area is still not clean. I wonder what's wrong with it. Is it just that it's full of poop? And the weather is horrible. I wish it would get at least a little bit more sunny. Hopefully we have some place that sells umbrellas. Now where was it? Oh yes, it's over here, this rather ugly looking thing. Let's add a keeper hut, shall we? Not guest facilities, staff facilities. Asian keeper hut. Yes, that sounds quite good. And we shall have to make it do something like this. Bit of stairs, yes, that's fine. There we go. Curtain path ready to leave. Well, let's take out Enjing and Chua and let's move them over to their habitat, which is over here, the Formosan bears. There we are. That should be alright. Ixtli isn't doing well. He's feeling rather stressed, trying to hide. Well, you can hide, my friend. You can hide. It looks like you're living together with the okapi. Yes, you are. That's rather good. Well, if you're feeling stressed, please run into the shelter. And let me guess, it's the Japanese macaques again. Now then, are our black bears? Yes, they're running in with them. Oh, they're rather small for bears. Oh, and they got stuck inside each other's models. Well, I mean, that's fine. They look rather similar, I must say. How are you feeling? How is your habitat? It's quite good. The terrain isn't brilliant, so let's see what we need to do there. There's a lot of long grass, but not a lot of short grass. And we need to have some more soil, alright. Terrain, we need some short grass, fine. By me, I'll fix that. More short grass, there we go, there we go. And we need some soil, perhaps some light soil for you. Would this make things more, nice and pleasant for you? And perhaps interchange with some heavy soil. Yep, there we are, and perhaps some rock. We could have some smooth rock. Perhaps some smooth rock over here. There we go, that seems to be perfectly fine. But they do need some more land area. Well, that's easy to fix. We just pop around here and make their enclosure a little bit bigger. So, Gorial, with one-way glass, and both ways climb-proof, just to be certain. Let's add another little thing, and just have it go a bit like so. Oh dear, that was the wrong way around. I didn't think of that. So let's just ignore that. I didn't... Come on, will it be the right way around now? No, it will still be the wrong way around. That's annoying. Oh. Didn't know I could choose the one-way glass side to make it the proper one, but... Here we go. And then perhaps if we could just fit... Oh, that was the wrong thing. I meant that I wanted to add just a little bit. And then if I can somehow just sort of do that. Perfect. And oh, there's a lot of trees in the way. Now I can just remove that one and remove that one, and oh, there are a lot of trees in the way. Remove this one. There we go. Now their habitat's a bit larger, and hopefully they feel a bit better at home. Do you feel better at home? Oh, I guess I need to say going to the habitats. Terrain. Yes, it's quite large enough, but there's still too much long grass, so let's add some more short grass. Just a touch, since it's around this here tree. There we are. There we are, that should be that for them. Oh, and now... Oh, our Chinese pangolin has been in his box for too long. Let's unbox him. I'm sorry about that, little pangolin. I love pangolins, I think they're excellent. There's still something wrong with the macaques. I can't seem to get it cleaned. Now then, we need some more animals, and for that I would suggest adding some exhibit animals. I don't know why that bit of the zoo is selected. I haven't selected it myself. Where would be a good spot to pop down some exhibit animals? Perhaps over here. If I can. Oh no, there's a rather large hill. That's a bit unfortunate. And I still don't know what's going on with all of these strange selections. I mean, I suppose I could put it somewhere like here, where there isn't much going on. So let's do that. And by doing that, we need to go into facilities and small animal exhibits. And I'd say a medium exhibit would be right, I think. It's a bit expensive, but you know. And this need to be connected with pathing, which can be a bit of a troublesome thing in this game. But I think if I put it like this, I mean sometimes it sort of automatically paths for you, but if I just give it some distance, malformed path, what's going on? Oh, we can put it like here. Oh, that's perfectly fine then. Oh dear, and it's a bit dark when the different modes turn on and off. And now let's just see again what sort of animals we have. King is still boxed, which is strange. We have 2 scorpions, some snails, a lot of flamingos, western diamondback. Alright, well let's view exhibit animal market to see what we can buy. We can buy a boa constrictor. I think that sounds good. There are some Amazonian giant centipedes, but I think I prefer the boa constrictor. Send to zoo. There we are. 2 animals have been in the boxes for too long. It's King. Well, you're in your cage, so let's unbox you. And our boa constrictor is experiencing low welfare because his exhibit isn't very great. But let's see what we can do about that, eh? It's a bit rubbish, really. The layout isn't very good because I haven't researched him, but we can at least give him some decent temperature. He wants it a bit hotter than this, so let's give him some more temperature. And I want it to be a bit more humid, so let's swoop up the humidity a bit. See if that does the trick. No, you want it to be a bit more humid, so let's do that. There we are. That should make you feel a little bit better. And then we can turn this on to the boa constrictor. So maybe people can learn about him. And I would also like to change one of the walls. I don't know which one. It's not that one. I think it's... Well, we can give him a bit of a backdrop over there and add the 3D facade. A 3D facade to see if it does any difference. It just looks black for me. Can't see anything. But oh well. And over here we need to view the exhibit animal market and see if there's anything else we can add. We have the common death adder and the eastern brown snake. I think we already have. We have giant brown cockroach. We have the scorpions. We have the giant tiger snail. Maybe the Gila monster. A lot of spiders. Goliath frogs. I like the Goliath frogs. They're very large. Ooh, a green iguana. Yes. I'll pick you, I think. Source custom seizure. Interesting. Let's adopt you. And send over here.
I'm sure you know by now how to make your animals happy. So you'd best get that sorted before the inspector gets here.
Ooh,
Sorry,
inspector.
Did I not mention there was an inspector coming? Oh dear.
Ooh, that doesn't sound very good. Well, let's change up your... We don't have any enrichment for you, but we need you to... Ooh, it's cold. We need to get you at least a little bit hotter. Though not too hot. The humidity is just right, but the temperature sure isn't. Poor iguana. Now people are rather cold since it's snowing. Oh, come on, temperature, you can do it, you can do it. We need to get it rather warm. There we go, 30 degrees. And now let's change this one to green iguana. And let's see how our happiness level is going. 86%, 87%. Let's check out our animals to see how is their welfare going. Well, most of them seem rather happy. Some of our pandas are a bit unhappy. I wonder if we can sort by... Oh, my macaques aren't doing great. There's something wrong with their habitat. I think it's their habitat cleanliness, which doesn't seem to be clean enough. So I'm guessing if we go over there and try to see what's wrong with the macaques. Yes, it's the cleanliness. It's just not clean enough. I mean, I must say this place looks beautiful when it's snowing. But I still need to call a freaking keeper to get over there and clean the Japanese macaques. I wish I could put a heater down into the water to make some hot... Well, there's our keeper, come on. Or no? You're a keeper, right? Yes. Okay, the mechanic is coming in to check the barrier. See that it's still up and running.
Looks like you've got everything humming away nicely. Well done. Oh, well, it seems that with our new pandas and other species, we've attracted lots and lots of new guests. Let's work on making sure those guests are kept happy. That means making sure they have great views of the animals, lots of places to buy food and drink, and, well, lots of places to get rid of food and drink. Toilets.
Oh, well,
you should think carefully about where to put your guest facilities, though. For instance, don't put all of the food shops in the same place. Just look at how the guests are distributed around the park and put your facilities where they'll be needed the most. As long as you remember to pay attention to what the guests are thinking, you'll soon have a handle on what everyone wants.
Alright. So... what are the goals? Place a chief beef cosmic cow milkshake information center, pardon me, and a toilet block. Well, that should be rather easy, only if I could ever figure out where they're wanted. I could do that, of course, by looking at the different heat maps, where we can check on guest needs. We see a place where there's lots of red, the needs won't be met. So, say around here. Which is understandable, but, I mean, they look to be pretty alright. Most places. Oh, I can see the happiness. What about hunger? People are getting hungry around there, because that's a food zone. I'm a bit hungry apparently out here. So perhaps I should put down something food, like, over here. What about the toilet needs? Can I find anywhere? Well, not really. So I guess... I mean, I guess I could pop one around over here. So let's go to facilities and look for guest facilities and food stalls. I need one of those empty shells. Here we can have 2 shops, which sounds rather good. I think that's what we can have at least. Yes, it does look like it. It's a bit ugly standing here, but you know, hey ho. We needed a chief beef. We need to be inside and facing the correct way. Like so. And then a cosmic cow milkshakes, which we can place over here. Doesn't look, you know, amazing, but it looks okay at least. Habitat cleanliness is a disease risk. I mean, oh, the Formosan black bears. Let's call the keeper to clean this place up. And what else was there? An information center and a toilet block. Well, where could we put an information center? That would make sense. I mean, people are going to be walking around down here, around this sort of area. And here there's some food that they can buy and some souvenirs and a toilet block. This zoo is just so carefully built that I'm feeling like I'm almost ruining it by placing my own buildings sort of willy-nilly. But it is what is needed to be done, so you know. Hey ho, I guess let's just... This should be staff, yes, that's staff only, that makes sense. I mean, I suppose we could put an information center down here. Perhaps in one of these smaller buildings. If you want some information, you can get it from here. There's a sign here. If I sign text information, a decent looking font. Orbitron, no. Organo looks alright. Pirata, Racing, Ranchers, Boogaloo. This is fairly easy to read. And now let's pop in our shop. Information. Yes, information center. Yes, I would like to add it to here and have it look like that, as well as give it a nice little path. The regular path, please. Oh dear, this doesn't seem to work. Well, let's just go back and move it, perhaps back a little bit. I mean, usually the path sort of paths itself. I mean, I just wanted to connect it to this path, but I mean, it doesn't seem to want to. Yeah, the pathing system is one of the things that I don't like about this game. The fact that it's often infuriating. Let's just demolish all of that. Try to figure out where else I could put an information store. I mean, surely there's got to be. I mean, here seems a pretty decent place. I mean, some people are bound to be walking around here, right? So this should be... it should be easy, but it's not. Let's check in facilities again. And try to do this again. I mean, this is rather straightforward, so this should be no problem. I mean, I'd imagine. Sorry for sighing so much, just that the pathing is in this game can drive you insane. And the information shop is this one. So let's just, guess I would like to add it to here, and I would like it to be in there, and voila. This looks good. Just need to write information. There we go. And then a toilet block somewhere, and I don't really know where people would need to use the toilet, but I mean, one would imagine it would be here near these food shops. So I suppose I could place one around here somewhere. Toilets. Let's add a large Chinese toilet block, shall we? I think that sounds like a good idea. Something like that between those trees.
Sounds like the inspector's almost here. Now, I fully expect you to pass with flying colours. Anything less, and I might have to organise a little job exchange scheme for you with whoever's mucking out the pandas.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've got one fellow there who looks like he's desperate for the toilet, so it's his lucky day, I guess. Right there, mate. Make your way over. Ooh, a lot of people are seemingly rather desperate. Well then, an inspector is coming over. Shuhua is hungry, so we need... Oh, the habitat is not very clean. We need... There's a keeper that's being requested. Which is good. Because our poor bears aren't doing very well. I think what we need to do is we need to go to the vet research and have one of our vets research them. Formosan black bear, there we go. And possibly something like the green iguana as well. At least a little bit. And what's on now? Oh yes. And the Japanese flipping macaques. It said something about an inspector. Alright, the inspector is going to inspect the tortoises. And there she is, the inspector. Yep, what do you say about the tortoises? Are they good? You can't even see them from there. I mean, can you please just... Well, never mind. Okay, they're apparently rather good. Though some of them, the tortoise she was looking at is starving. So I guess we need to send the keeper over there. Are you really starving though, my friend? You don't look starving. Not me. Shuhua is not doing well because she's very hungry. So let's call a keeper, it's being requested. Maybe we need to hire another keeper. Maybe that might help. So there we have... Is that a vet or a keeper? No, that looks like a vet. I guess we should just have to hire another keeper. So let's go to staff and just... Boom. Can you please help out with the Formosan black bears? Yes, you can. And you see here what it does is... It goes inside, looks at the animal, the macaques, I just can't with them. And what he's done is he's gone into his keeper's hut over here. And here he's preparing the food for the animals. As we can see here, he's chopping up some meat for them, which they're then going to eat. How's the inspection going? Well, the saltwater crocodiles are very good. Hopefully the pandas are good, and the flamingos. She's inspecting the flamingos. Apparently they're alright, I guess. Hopefully the pandas will be, well, rather good as well. And here the keeper comes with a bucket full of food. Ready to give it to the guests. Well, not the guests, I mean the bears. Another animal is starving. Yeah, Chuhua. Oh, she's climbing the tree. That's lovely. Didn't know they could do that. But you're incredibly hungry. Oh, and now he's going around sweeping up the poop with the magical poop vacuum thing they've got. And here we see the food, a mixture of greens and meats. And the hungry little animals are eating away to their heart's content. Okay, it looks halfway decent. Yes, it's very clean. Is anyone cleaning the Japanese macaques? Please. Yes, the keeper is coming in right now to clean their habitat. Go on, scoop up the poop with your little vacuum thing. Now, was that it? Are you just going to leave? Please don't leave. I mean, I don't know where the poop is. I can't see it. Perhaps it's underwater or something, but you know. Now it's going around. Oh, there's some poop on the deck. Can you please clean up that? It's still bad. I don't understand how to get it better. He literally just went in there to clean. I don't understand. Well, I know a little bit more about the green iguana, which is good, I suppose. And the inspector is looking at some stuff. Hopefully we get a decent enough rating from her. Come on. Guests are sad because it hasn't been cleaned, but I don't know how to get them to clean it anymore. And they're climbing the trees. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. You know, it's driving me a little nuts, I have to say. They have grade 3 food quality, which is the best type of food they can get. So you don't need to give them any food, you just need to scoop some poop. Which you're doing, and should be scooping up the poop that's underneath there. That would be pretty good. Hang on, I think I know what the problem is. They can't get underneath that plank. I think what I need to do is just it's gonna look a bit ugly, but never mind. There we go. That should be that. Now we know a little bit more about the Formosan black bear. Sorry, just that this cleanliness thing is driving me slightly mad. Oh, she's leaving the zoo. She's leaving the zoo. She's on her way out. Things seems to have been rather nice. Apparently our pandas aren't doing very well. Many of them are starving. which is a great shame, but now they have lots of delicious food. So hopefully they're not starving now. So one might never know. I hope the inspector is happy. Why are you running, eh? Are you that eager to see the animals? Rather hungry apparently, okay. Well, never mind. I suppose we may never get the macaque's habitat to be completely clean. But I just want to know what the inspector has to say about the zoo. Where is she now? She's on her way out, yes. So she should be somewhere around here. And on her way to leave the zoo. Is it still about the Japanese macaques? Yes. You absolute... I don't know what to say. I don't know why they're not cleaning it. And again, it's just driving me slightly... just, you know, a touch mad. People seem to like the macaques though. Let's just speed the game up a little bit to get the... Wow, now they're moving really fast just to get the inspector to leave.
Goodness. You know, I really can't believe just how much you've come on during our time together. It goes to show, Bernie's got a keen eye for talent. Oh, and speaking of Bernie, he's not finished with you yet. He's got a new job for you in Canada. I get the feeling that you'd best pack a warm coat.
In Canada, eh?
Listen, it's been wonderful getting to know you, and I'm sure we'll meet again. But in the meantime, good luck.
Okie dokie, we've got that sorted. And I've also been in the box for too long. Let's unbox...
I've been told that there are smiles on the faces of all of the guests. And that's a real testament to the hard work you've put into this place. And if anything, I hear the animals look even happier. Although, in all honesty, it's hard to tell with the pandas. They're so, enigmatic. Now, I'm told that Lin's quite the character, though. Oh, she's really been a hit with the visitors. You could even say the business is bam-booming.
Well, that's
And,
wonderful.
fingers crossed, we might even be able to feature pandas at some of my other zoos, now that you've shown everyone we know how to cater for their welfare. I shouldn't be surprised, though. After all, you've become a very capable trainee zoo manager. I suspect there isn't a single task I could throw at you which you wouldn't handle with aplomb.
Really?
That said, I think the next one's gonna be a bit of a curveball.
Well then, in our next episode we will be going off to Canada. You've been watching Trestle 2 for 2. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I would like to remind you to please click subscribe, and if you enjoyed this video, why not click like? And if you really enjoyed it, why not comment with something that you really liked, or perhaps really disliked? I mean, feedback never hurts, eh? Anyway, I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching. Take care now. Bye!